All right. So we find ourselves now deep down stone staircase after chasing the smiling man in Nayland. Man nowhere in sight, but claws of Nayland having just punctured the chest and throats of Peridot and Kelly. You see her now, fur grown back, teeth retracted, breathing heavy. What would y'all like to do?
Is Nayland conscious or unconscious?
You just come to consciousness, I believe.
What happened? Wait, what are you guys doing here? You shouldn't have come back for me. You should be...
Peridot has a big rock in her hand, and she looks like she's ready to throw it at you, but seeing as like you're talking, she puts it down. Of course we came for you.
What about the school? It's overrun by... What time is it? What's going on?
You know, I actually don't know what time it is. In fact, I feel like I've been down here for at least a whole year. Maybe a little bit less, but it's been a while.
Smiling man has that effect on people. Are you guys okay? What happened to you? You guys look fucked up.
It's just a flesh wound.
You're fucked up. You're a little fucked up, Nayland.
I mean, yeah, I feel it. And she's covered in... She is... If you could max something out, it is maxed out. Her armor maxed out. Stress maxed out. Health maxed out.
Do you remember how you were in the 20s?
Like what part?
Like where you were part dog?
Oh. Ugh. Fuck.
Anyway, we need to get back to the others if they're still alive. I haven't heard from them in a bit.
Okay, are you guys good to move?
I don't know how much we have left, but it's better we move now.
Yeah, and Peridot's gonna kind of trying to remember if I used this on Nayland yet. I don't think I did. I know I used it on Ace and Kelly. Because I can only do it like once per same target each long rest. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. So, Peridot's gonna kind of like cautiously, she's gonna like give you a poke first to make sure you don't like sprout fur and teeth and fangs and claws. And seeing that you don't, she's gonna heal you. Gotta make a spell cast roll.
Nice.
It's 23, which is definitely more than 13. So you get 2 hit points back.
Wow. Nayland smiles at Peridot. Starts to stand up.
And
feeling
golden
a-
blood kind of like oozes out of Peridot's nose. That's new. That's new. I'm okay.
Did you guys see where he went?
No, but there was a lot of laughing.
In any case, we didn't come here for him.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's try and get out of here. Quick and quiet.
All right.
Very cool. So we begin to go that direction. As we do that, we will come forward and find ourselves back at Ace. I believe you'll have the spotlight.
All right. Sorry, how many of these hounds are on me? I think there are 3. Are there still 3? I guess is my question. The fly's not here, or is it? Yeah, or like
There's at least
I'm
6.
cool
There's
with it.
18 on the roof.
my bad. So there's 6 on me. Cool.
Yes.
Then I am probably going to Ace and Kaylee scream out, you're at the dog, like kind of like release a howl at them first before yelling, you're in my way. And again, gonna just critical succeed on Shadowbind. As many as I can within close range.
All right. I think with that, you're able to get up there and Shadowbind. You're not able to get to her, I think.
I can't get to her because I can't get through the black barrier yet.
Yeah.
Onto
But
red.
no, all these lunar hounds are.
I can't get to the red barrier.
Yeah, all the lunar hounds are restrained.
Okay, and that was actually at the first time I can get to the black barrier. So I. Ah man, I actually don't know. Ace is gonna I guess look for the dagger he gave her. Does he see it anywhere? Kind of made a promise to that thing.
Absolutely. So trying to find the dagger. So I'd say
is it
you
on her?
see it. It's on her.
Okay.
She possesses it at this point.
I'm gonna just try to attack the barrier if I can. As they yell out "bang," as icicles just explode around the barrier or black barrier.
Okay, going against the barrier itself. Go ahead and make an attack.
That's a 17 with fear.
Right. 17 with fear. In that case, the barrier shines, reflecting it back. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Roll your damage against yourself.
Dang. That's fair. 14.
14.
That was low.
Yeah, knocking you back. And with that, I see the hounds here they're gonna just struggle against their binds here. Yes, they can. All right, so two of the packs you see in this moment break free of the ice. Into the spotlights, the parties.
Nailing and the group are trying to get back to Ace as soon as possible.
Indeed.
Then, oops, sorry.
Then who wants to lead that world to try to get back?
Kelly will.
All right. And what tactic is Kelly taking?
She's trying to hurry. She's trying to run.
Okay. And then so Peridot and Naylan, how are you trying to aid and do what you're doing?
Naylan's just trying not to slow anybody down. She's feeling pretty hurt and pretty stressed, but she's also trying to book it.
All right. So agility for Naylan.
$21.
21. Okay, good. Then Peridot.
Is it bad that I also want to just go really fast?
That's right. Give me agility.
That is a 12.
Okay, so that's a flat agility to Kelly.
It is better than a negative, Kelly.
It's a 14.
Okay. So, in that case, as people are yelling and fighting against the various monstrosities and things that are pushing up, taking over the campus, a stray flame of fire begins to encircle. Looks like it missed its target as it envelops the path all of you are running. Please give me reaction rolls of agility.
$17.
19.
6.
All right. In that case, we're going to go ahead and that will be for the Kelly and Naylan. How do you get out of the way?
I forward flip and jump over it.
Yeah. Naylan. Ooh. My apologies. Naylan feels a tightening, a new surge of muscle as her thighs tense, and then she springs out of the way.
Nice. In that case, then Peridot, we're going to go ahead and take 12 magical damage.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just take it.
Nice.
I'm still up. Just barely.
All All right, they're just barely up. Party's a spotlight.
A/Kaylee is gonna look up at Opal and just go, listen, we get it. Killing people, it really feels like it helps. And it feels like they deserve it. It doesn't end up feeling good at the end. All you get is more demons in your head and more people clawing at you, and you can't sleep at night. It's not the life we want for you. You can still stop this. I am gonna use a critical on this. If I can.
Are you trying to talk to Opal?
Yes.
Okay. And interesting. So with this dual voice saying, "We don't want this life for you," she will pause here and as we do. Let me. Okay. So let me just. Okay, so he will pause. And perfect. And the power is going. I suppose. It is not the killing that's the point, it's what comes after. Don't you see? Your family, they were wrong, Keely. Besides, so much has already begun. Alright, incidentally, our dice, our countdowns for stop the ritual is at 3. The consequence is at 1.
Oh no!
As all of you looking down see the energy flowing, crackling now, the beams that were just from the 4 moons on the bath now have begun to flow over the entire campus. Nayland, you begin to hear the growl of the wolf in your ears. This is increasing. What would y'all like to do?
Can we see Ace and Opal?
You see like the crazy light, the moonlight on the roof. You'd be out of range of it right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'm sort of wondering, Nayland might think, looking at this scene, knowing that Ace is possessed with, the spirit of Opal's dead lover or whatever, that perhaps the team might be more useful providing cover for them as they continue their conversation. So is it like handling what's on the ground, the ghouls and the wolves or whatever on campus, while Ace continues his conversation with Opal? Is that visually...
I mean, Yeah, that you can
Can we
definitely
see the two of them alone up there?
Yeah. Or you could see like that. You could tell that there are those wolves around, or the hounds up there with them.
Okay. But then, yeah, she'll tell that to her friends. We should take care of the hounds and let Ace take care of Opal.
Wait, they have special whistles that only dogs can hear, right?
Yeah.
Do you think we could get their attention? Draw them away from the rooftop?
Won't know until we try. Great idea, Peridot.
So my idea here is kind of twofold. One, it's because it's technically a mundane item, but I'm using it for like a very special situation, I think.
Okay.
So part of it would be spending the hope to pull the whistle out of my nomadic pack, but the other bit would be to see if I could use this whistle to kind of like gain the attention of the wolves that are up there so that they don't interfere with what Ace Kaylee is doing.
I like it. Go ahead and give me a presence.
Can Nayland spend a hope to snarl and hopefully help provoke the wolves?
Yeah, I like that.
So I would be rolling with advantage or adding to my modifier.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Advantage.
Okay. Here we go. It's a 17 with fear. No.
All right. Sorry, what number?
A 17 with fear, but I have prayer dice, so it will still be with fear, but I will add to it. Because you haven't told me the result yet.
Indeed.
So, instead of a 17, 19, 20, I'm going to up it to a 21 with fear. So, there is hope. It might be a success with fear. Hope. Prayer.
All right. So it's what's a what with Fergus now again?
A 21.
21. So you hear this cacophony between this growl that has no right coming from any being, along with a loud whistle that echoes across the campus. Ace, as you see the hounds kind of shake their heads and pawed their ears as a combination of a dog whistle and a moon-touched wolf beckons them away from the roof.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, that's with fear and with that, she looks at you, Ace. You and Kaylee combined together, tears streaming off of her face. She says, you and those friends of yours is. You all won't stop, will you? Reminds me of mine. Reminds me so much. But as she looks down at herself, it doesn't matter. Not really. As her body begins to glow with sigils and light. As the light of the moons now unite, and this swirling of silver and white, red and black now begin a whirlwind around the entire campus as large cracks begin to form in the ground. And she screams, and this silk garment of the colors now surrounds her, a sword covered in thorns. And now she speaks with voices not fully her own. I have judged, and now will execute all the houses. Puts her sword up. Rise, those who have been imprisoned. As you begin to see claws and things begin to move their way, trying to crawl their way out through the crust of the campus itself, as the consequence of the ritual has begun. So, with that, we're at stage 2 of the ritual. Starting at 10 and 7. 10 for the second stage of the ritual, and 7 for the consequence.
Beautiful spotlight.
Yep, spotlight's going to you.
Damn it, I lost the words. They're still both. So for now, they're both still talking until unless I specify otherwise.
Yes, she's talking with you, but this part of the ritual has now begun, so there is something happening.
And you said I meant
he
Ace
has
and
got
Kaylee.
into a much more powerful form.
Oh, also just to describe it, as Ace is using these like crits, I guess, the frostbite's growing further and further up his body.
Oh, I like it.
Opal, you can still fight this. You don't have to. What's the point? You don't gain anything back from this. All you're doing is causing everyone else the same pain that you felt, and it doesn't give you anything. The only way you get back what you lost is you just look forward and find it again. Somewhere, it just takes time. And again, just trying to persuade. There's both of them.
All right. You doing the crit again?
I don't think so. I'm getting a little wary.
All right. make the presence check.
A 16 with hope.
Okay. That will fail. With that, she just looks down. You don't understand. And you shouldn't have to be made to watch. As she now takes this thorned sword glistening with moonlight and goes to strike. Only for a 9!
That will miss as a wall of ice just kind of builds up between us.
Nice. Stop resisting.
In just Ace's voice, he goes, "Resisting getting stabbed?"
You're causing her pain.
She goes, "You're causing me pain."
I love it. All right, now. That's right. So, as we go back to the party, 18 lunar hounds have come around you. Well, it's not the party where we go to the other group, but the party has a whole spotlight, but just letting Kelly, Nealon, and Peridot, you've got these 18 hounds. What would you like to do?
Nalen's going to attempt to study the healthiest looking of these hounds and activate Know Thy Enemy. So I make an instinct roll against their DC, whatever it's called.
All right, let's go.
19 with hope.
All right, what would you like to know? What'd you get?
I would like to know how many hit points they have and how many stress they have.
Okay. So each essentially group of 6 has 6 HP, and they currently don't have any stress.
Unmarked, I guess I should say. They're
so
unmarked hit points.
Stress 3.
Okay,
6 unmarked HP, 6 unmarked stress.
nice. Okay, great.
I could initiate a tag team because I have 3 hope. Against one of the packs. Kelly,
Who are you
would
tag teaming with?
Well, since you went, if Kelly wants to combine powers,
Sure.
okay. Then I will spend the hope. And so Peridot would be kind of focusing on one pack of the hounds, summoning forth her magical rain of sewing needles.
Nice. So we need a little salt going at the pack. What's Kelly doing?
Kelly will use fire to throw at them. One of them.
All right, then make your rolls.
I got a 16 with hope.
Kelly?
Well, I don't know if this is an attack roll, but anyway, it's 9.
All right, that is a miss with this tag team. But I guess the highest was with Hope. As let's go ahead. And as the pack breaks, 1 each is going to come to you. This first 6 leaping at Kelly. For 5. What does Kelly do?
She will just parry out of the way and just move to the side.
Right, moving to the side, you hear the awful cry of the other hounds, and you and everyone will lose a hope. The 3 of you. Is the second, well, the last ones go from Peridot for 18.
That hits.
All right, as these ones pounce for 19 physical damage. If you were unable to lose a hope from the last one, crew, that's 2 stress instead.
I'm gonna use my armor slots.
I get a fear for them being successful. The party is spotlight to the parties.
Going off what you just said of not understanding, they go, don't understand. We're probably the only people in this world that understands. In just Kaylee's voice, I was actually there, and and I spent most of my life alone. we really get how you feel. Like, we're the only ones in this world that possibly could understand how you feel. And we both know and are telling you that it's not the right thing to do.
Oof. Another presence.
I'm gonna use a crit this time.
Okay. Brings the ritual to 6 and the consequence to 6.
At this point, like, the frostbite's all the way up his arms.
Yeah. So, what do you think it looks like? How, what does it sound like or look to anyone onlooking as you are like combining with the spirit to try to make these pleas?
So as they're combining, first, like, the the purplish flesh from like the frostbites growing up and creeping higher is the ice on his face was originally spreading, but now it's beginning to go translucent as part of him. Like, Ace is beginning to become like more like a ghost, and that part of him is looking like Kaylee, not himself.
Wow.
And it mostly shifts back to ice after the effect.
All right. She seems moved enough to kind of See the glow from her eyes begins to fade, showing more of just her irises. Still swirls of color, but not this fanatic glow. You feel the energy begin to lessen, like the flow of it isn't right. And from this view, she grabs you gently, put her hand lovingly on your shoulder. You look out and you can see across so many of the rooftops, there's these massive vines of yellow roses. Look, what do you think brought this thing here? It was the devastation we've wrought, the depravity that we have. You say you can understand. The people, those who work in the Magitech factories and the farms, they did not bring this. It's our corrupt and hollow-blooded nobles. Don't you see, when they are destroyed, there'll be nothing left for it to eat. It will leave.
No, it won't. We'll just find new things to attach to.
It's not its nature. Hope will rise and beat it back. It always has. Once those who are our hope's enemy are destroyed.
New people will just rise. The same thing will happen again.
The party does have the spotlight.
Naylin just lost her last hope from the wolves, and she's feeling like things are dire for our group over here. So she's going to cast her eyes around, and she's wondering if we might be able to spot a friendly face that she could convince to come help them fight the wolves. We are on campus at the school. I know everybody's getting attacked, but she's looking for an ally to tap in.
Interesting. All right. I think there's various groups running. This is more like a presence to try to call somebody over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it seems to be the major piece of it.
No, yeah, that makes total sense.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I have a -1 to this roll.
Yeah, I know you don't have stress, so I have no offer to make you.
Yeah.
So this is the bad part of being out of everything. So it's the roll.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. And I'm rolling right now. Well, it's with hope. But it is a 6.
Okay. Who do you see that begins to rush over that's immediately beheaded?
Oh, no, 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 no. I fear that I must be honest. Because I was expecting you, if I got the role, to say, all right, who do you see running over? And I was fully prepared to say, you know who we haven't heard from in a while? Zarina. And I fear that I must continue to say Zarina because that's what my brain would have wanted were I to win. So...
Well, please describe Zarina's death.
Zarina, I think, having for days now kept her distance from Kelly, hoping that it would help her case. This whole time in the shadows has been thinking about putting Kelly first, and sees Kelly here with her friends fighting for their lives, and immediately it draws her attention. She goes, okay, why am I trying so hard to protecting her now would be to go help. That's what I have to do. And so she turns and starts running over, but with her back turned, distracted. Whatever she was dealing with then. Are these like undead creatures?
It's a mixture, but yeah.
Yeah. She's struck from the back, stops dead in her tracks, and falls to the floor.
Alright. Yeah. I think I'm gonna call that the move, so I'm gonna give the spotlight back to the party.
So I saw Nayland do that, right?
I mean, you saw Zarina. Nayland really didn't do much.
Oh, okay.
So Zarina came to try to help and was slaughtered, is what you saw.
And that is who I think it is, right? That's the professor.
Yes. You might have seen Nayland trying to, with her eyes, beckon Zarina over, but it wasn't Nayland who killed her.
I think, so Kelly saw that. Kelly probably sees those yellow roses. And Kelly definitely sees way up, Opal.
Opal's out of range currently.
I know. But not out of range of a death stare. And I think Kelly says, why the fuck doesn't Ace just kill her already? And then she will run and attack one of these wolves with great ferocity.
Let's go.
The 22 with fear.
Okay, that is a hit.
So she smacks this thing with the white cane. For 18 physical damage.
Okay, that is major.
And then she's just like staring at it, like wanting it to attack.
All right, well, so you just killed 2 dogs. Whew!
Oh,
2 of the lunar hounds. This is a pack of them. So the 4 now are kind of circling you.
gotcha. And I think before the end of this turn, she just kind of looks back up at Opal. Like she now has a path. And Ace had better hurry if he wants her to live.
Right. In that case, Kelly, to watch either House Polaris, the library, or the place of the soft pets will now be destroyed. Please pick which one is destroyed.
What are those options again?
The soft petting area, the kind of main function of Polaris, or the library.
Well, I don't think Kelly. It's interesting. There's only one of those things she cares about. So, I guess the soft petting area.
All right. So with that, the fur vault, you can see where you're fighting down below is taken apart. The place where she spent her time is begins to catch fire, and the hordes are ripping it asunder. And spotlight to the party.
Ace and Kaylee will say, "Please, you can still stop this. It's just tell us how. How can we reverse any of this? There's no reason to kill. We can save people still. We can put an end to it." This is a regular persuasion check. I'm gonna just do, or not persuasion, presence.
All right, let's roll.
Dang, that's a 13 with hope.
Oof. Look at you. Not even being able to comprehend what we're talking about. You've not seen or learned. She looks at you and goes to throw you off the roof. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
All right. A quick movement, tossing you aside as you fall down, hitting the ground here for 16 physical damage.
16 physical damage. Okay.
And with that, pack that Kelly had just attacked howls loudly, causing Naylan, Kelly, and Peridot to lose a hope. Or lose a hope. If you can't lose hope, you mark 2 stress. If you can't mark stress, you lose an HP. Then pack of them go to attack Naylan for 15.
Is it meets it, beats it in Daggerheart, or meets
Yeah.
it, save? Okay, so then yeah, it hits.
Right, coming down for 18 physical damage.
Well, Naylan is down again.
Oh,
I was also vulnerable. I didn't mention that before you rolled.
okay, well, okay. I can't hear
Okay.
you worse, so death move.
Yeah. Why am I in downtime? That's not where I want to be. Okay. All right, great. I avoided death, and I don't get a scar.
Okay. So, how do we up the stakes here?
Give me options, and I'll pick.
Sounds good. So I think that all right, so well, I'll give you ideas, I guess, because there's things that come into my mind. I think that I see Thorns grabbing Naylin underground as she falls of yellow roses. The hounds kind of, I think, don't drag her away, but away enough to where she will be lost if the party kind of loses her. I think she should fall, like as she falls, she is so heavy that we would just simply say, like, it takes two people to do nothing but carry her. Based on possibly like what the transformation had done. And thusly, to move with Naylin is to make people vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think let's do the last one so that we don't have to worry about splitting up again.
Yeah. I hear that. That's why I was like, wanted to work together with it. So, yeah. So I think you fall, and there's just this, like, and your breath is so, Naya's breath is so thin, you can just barely see it. It'll take care to move with her to get out as the hounds kind of slowly step over. And I spent enough fear for an attack to go onto Peridot for only an 8. How's Peridot get out of the way, I assume?
Oh, I was muted. I just tuck and roll out of the way.
Tuck and roll. Spotlights the parties.
So it's not any of my moves or anything, but I feel like since we left Appalachia, Peridot hasn't really tapped into the magic of the green that she kind of sort of wielded a bit. And I think in this moment where things kind of feel really dire, she's thinking of that, and I think she's also thinking of the stories that she was told from Careless about the Blue Rose, and because I feel like Peridot hasn't really kind of really thought about her place in it yet. She kind of latched on to these guys and is going on with adventures with them, but she's like, well, they have to go do Blue Rose stuff later on and whatnot, but wait, what does that mean for me? So I think in this moment where everything kind of feels very dire, she's thinking about the Blue Rose, and she's trying to tap into that the connection between those two magics, and try and bring something forth here.
Okay.
And I'm not I do think it would be something involving her magic, whether it's a spellcast roll or something, but I definitely feel like it's tied into like her place with her friends and trying to like protect them.
Okay, kind of like digging very, very deep here. Okay, and thinking of the tales that were told by Carolus. What's your resources looking like, Molly?
I have 2 hope,
Okay.
but I do have two prayer dice still. I have 1 stress left and 1 HP left.
Jeez.
And 1 armor slot.
Okay. I think.
Which is why I say things feel very dire.
Yeah. So this would make sense to me. I would take 2 hope and a prayer dice to kind of dig in and activate this, and you can spend your last stress if you want it to auto succeed.
Ooh. Ooh. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm gonna do it and spend the stress to make it succeed.
Okay. Then this is the choice that you kind of can pull together here. You can call upon a burst of you. As you recall the tales, your senses move out to the stories of the Blue Rose, some legends that even persist this day, and there are the lives that those who had come here before in the identities, the hope that they had left. You can feel that energy. It is faint with what everything has done. I'm okay if you ask the party, or you can make this yourself, but you can move all of you to Opal, calling on all the power of hope to give you one last chance, one last hope to end this. Or you feel that there is an escape route off of this world. That you could pull, and your friends, this party, would simply go away and leave the world to its fate.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we're running.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that this is one last chance, one last hurrah. If we fall here, we fall now, kind of thing. Who's with me?
Me! In spirit, because I'm unconscious.
I think Molly is looking for input there. Aiden and Jackie.
Yeah.
I am good with whatever you choose. I usually just feel like whoever makes the action gets to make, personally. I don't really care. Both sound great to me. I am okay with fleeing. I am okay with I'm okay with staying.
Kelly's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Kelly. We're doing this. And I just spilled a bunch of stuff all over my desk. Anyway, so Peridot kind of like digs deep and pulls on all of these feelings around her, and I feel like there's this kind of like swell, like when you described how the magic of the moons and the different light kind of like has like swirled around campus and everything. I feel like between us there's like this glow that begins to kind of like waft off of each of us from the different points where we're at, and it kind of like almost as if our forms start to glow, and there's like this kind of like pulse of the light around us, and it like pulsates with this kind of like bright blue as after like it blooms out, kind of like surges back in as if it's like kind of like sucks it all in, kind of like when you see those movies of like explosions, but like when it comes back in, we all blip out, and then we're all on the rooftop with Opal as like her back is to us, as if like she threw Ace off the rooftop and is turned away to stalk away, and then we're all there on the rooftop behind her.
Nice. The spotlight's the parties.
Kelly will go ahead and use this ability. As Opal turns and sees them there, Kelly still has that death stare, and she just says, "You really should have made a deal with Ace. He's not like you and me. He actually gives a shit about you. And I'm going to give a rally dice to anyone who's conscious in my party."
Wow.
Poor Dalen.
Technically, you still have one if you can hear. So
I'm still not on the roof anymore, right?
This whole thing that Peridot just described grabbed you and put you on the roof.
Oh, okay.
So kind of put all the party together on the roof was the big pull of hope here.
Then I have a question for you, Matt. I want to try something, but I don't know exactly if I can. It's up to you. I want to use telepathy on Opal to try to force Kaylee into her mind.
Okay. They weren't into possession, but you're just trying to get like Haley to be able to like scream into her mind.
Essentially, I want to be able to get. No, I was actually kind of hoping for like a slight momentary possession where we could get some information out of her.
Gotcha. Okay, I see. Yeah, I like it.
Something to stop this.
Yeah, I think give me presence.
I'm going to auto succeed or crit.
Oh, crit! There we go. Very good. Ace, keep in mind when you crit, you do get the hope and relieve of stress.
Oh, right.
So
I've been at full hope for a while.
Okay. Right, that you do get some resources.
I will clear my stress though, thank you, because I have used quite a bit of those.
Other than clearing stress and adding it on to stuff, what else does the rally dice do from Kelly again?
Oh, it can be used to add the result of an action, reaction, damage, clear a number of stress. And that's it.
Okay, that's what it was. I couldn't remember all of the things.
And I'm actually going to check my equipment real quick. Oh, I do have this. For my action, I would like to open up a 1d4 health potion and drip it into Nalen's open mouth.
Okay, it's good. Let's wait for. So, Ace, what did you want to get out of this? I want to resolve these actions.
Oh yes. Ace wants to basically in her mind see what we need to do. What if any action we can take to directly stop this from getting worse or revert it.
Gotcha. I would say you realize that the light is reflected into the tub, and like the silver in the water is what then serves as this medium to project the energy throughout the campus. And that, besides her, she's an anchor, but the tub is an anchor as well.
Then Ace will yell out to everyone else, destroy the bathtub.
So I would say, Kelly, I need a finesse roll to get the snail in.
Whoops. Wrong button. Whew. 13.
Okay. So yeah, I think what we'll do with that then is, was that with hope or fear?
Fear.
Okay. Perfect. So you say that, turn your back on her to feed it to Nayland. We will be able to roll it for Nayland, but she immediately crosses. To I think, yeah, stab the three of you here. So she's gonna go, taking this moment. Here we go. First attack against the 3 is 10.
The 3 of who?
So this would be Peridot, Kelly, and Ace.
Ace makes a nice shell around himself.
Nice. Remember, misses, you got to scrap how you get out of the way.
I turn around and kick the blade.
Nice. Peridot?
Sorry, I was muted. But when Kelly kicks the blade, she accidentally kicks it into Peridot's shoulder and she goes down.
No,
Oh my
that's not how
fucking
that works, Peridot.
right to Kelly's kick. Amazing, go right into Peridot. She takes takes her foot, pushes off Peridot, and now goes to swing again to Ace and Kelly for 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yep.
All right. That is going to be 11. If you spend armor to reduce this, you have to do 2 armor per level. And Kelly, so you marking an HP from that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, the whole party loses 3 hope, if you can. from this display.
3 hope total between all of us.
Yeah,
I
each
can pay
person 3 hope.
that.
He spits upon Peridot. Peridot, death move.
I haven't had to do this in so long, man.
Incidentally, in the background, Nail, you can process that healing potion.
Its value is equal to or under your character's level.
That's a 4.
Nice.
I avoid death, and I do not gain a scar.
All right. What can we do here, Molly?
I think that technically it doesn't affect our situation, but it would affect like the people at large.
Okay.
So in the library where the yellow hunger was that we had seen, like it had infected in, and I remember you said that like Opal looked out across the land, across campus, and there were yellow hunger popping up. I imagine that this twisting, gnarled, thorny, like vine straight out of like Sleeping Beauty, like erupts through the walls of the library, and like yellow roses are like have bloomed out, just like it destroys the library. There are people who like are nearby, like stones like fall out and stuff, so like there's potential like people on campus that get injured from this kind of thing.
All right. All that in the back as it moves forward. Very good. With that, party has a spotlight.
Matt, would you say that Nayland would have heard the rally even though she was unconscious?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I think Nayland, as she comes to consciousness, looks up at Kelly for the second time in the span of just a couple minutes. You have to stop saving me. You have to save the world.
I didn't do it just for you, Nayland. I need help to kill her.
I am clearing lots of stress for that rally. That's amazing. Then do it! And Nayland takes out her blade, ready to follow Kelly to go beat up some Opal.
All right.
Nice. All right. Well, so if you have the spotlight, go ahead and let's get a roll in here. So
I am ready to...
You want to attack
Yes.
or?
Yes. But I didn't know if narratively Jack,
You
you
go
wanted
right
to have
ahead.
Kelly do it first. Okay.
Go right ahead.
All right. 17 with hope.
Oh, as she looks at that, smiles as vines boost up and just move her out of the way. As she spins to strike Nayland.
I don't think I was paying attention to her DC. That's higher than I was expecting.
Ooh, on that one for a 7.
Nayland mimics her smile and doesn't even move. Her attack just misses.
What's up with hope or fear?
It was with hope.
Oh.
She missed, but spotlights the parties.
So Kelly's eyes flicker and she takes out her hand and it creates a ball of fire and she grins as she tosses it at Opal and she just says, "Flame on!" I don't know. It's 23 with hope.
That will hit.
I hope so. All right. So that is. Oop. Where'd my button go? Where'd my button go? Here we go. All right. So that is 49 fire damage.
Very nice. All right, that's severe as it rockets across her body as she screams.
Just say, right after that, I just say, should have taken the deal, Opal. No more deals for you.
That was with hope, right?
Yes, it was.
All right, spotlights to the parties.
I'm going to attack the bathtub. As it just yells bang and tries to make it explode.
I love it. Make that roll.
Critical success! I rolled this one. Okay, so it's automatically 40 damage.
My God. I mean, unconscious noises.
Plus 28, so that's 68 damage to this bathtub.
Oh, very nice. All right, that is severe. As the
Yeah,
fire
this
gets
explosion goes
burned.
off.
Yeah.
And the water freezes up into crystals, like spiking out of it, making holes into it.
I love it. Its damage not destroyed.
Nayland swings again.
Let's go.
Oh! That's also a critical success on 2 ones.
What? Oh! There we go.
Okay. Then this. Matt, can I trade you me clearing the stress and gaining a hope? So I won't gain the hope and I won't clear the stress, but instead I can enter wolf form.
I'll give that to you.
Nayland charges forward. As red hairs bristle from her skin, and her mouth as it hangs open, she gets closer and closer as the spit starts to trickle in the air. And she bounces. 46 magical damage.
Ooh. That is severe.
She also marks a stress when hit with severe damage from Nayland the Ranger.
Oh, yes, yes.
46. Oh, she actually, a field came up and reduced it to major.
Hmm.
She have a lunar field protecting her.
All right.
Right, and she's gonna grab the spotlight.
Damn it. I'm ready.
I know you're ready. I know. I was like, after that second crit, I'm like, I gotta spend some fear on this spotlight here. As she begins to whir around, and she screams, "No!" Putting her last full energy into this. Whipping around her sword that now becomes like this long vine-like whip that's moving around, trying to do attacks on everybody twice. So first attacks is, that was dramatic, 12.
Yeah.
Right.
Miss. Oh, dodge out of the way.
Kind of hit the ground, maybe.
realizing that I didn't process my critical damage. I just rolled regular. So I'm just doing mental math.
Okay, then it'll probably be, yeah. Tell me, because it probably end up being severe with the reduction. But you can tell me what that actually comes up to.
It adds 56 to whatever I rolled. It was 46 plus 56.
Okay, so hold on then, because this changes things. So 46 plus 56.
102.
102. Okay. Scratch that. How do you want to do this?
Holy moly! Gorgonzoli! I think... Naylin pounces on her with her teeth over her neck, uses this to turn her towards the campus. And says, "You've been doing all this for what? People in the future? People who are dead? Those people aren't real. These people were real. The kids out there. They're hurt because of you. I don't know what to do with that. I leave it up to your girlfriend." And she just drops Opal's body in front of Ace.
Ooh. I kind of want to take an action.
Yeah, I think I'm, however you want to proceed in this. We've got Opal dead. Or usually you didn't do the final move, you put it towards Kaylee.
Yeah, I really was like going for she's incapacitated, but the killing blow could come from someone else.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I feel like Kaylee and Kelly need to figure this out. Potentially.
I mean, Kelly is ready to just destroy Opal at this point. I'm just letting you know. I don't think she is going to let her walk away.
Kaylee would probably try to stop you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest with it.
So how do you want to do this?
I don't know.
So what do we start with? What would Kaylee want to happen? Or does Ace Kaylee want to happen, really?
Ace doesn't really care in this scenario. He's okay with her dying.
Okay.
Kaylee, on the other hand, so that's why I'm like more on the side of I think it's okay that she dies, just because of the fact that like only half of Ace and Kaylee want this to really not happen.
Well, so I mean, what I'm saying is ultimately, you could have something that Kaylee finds satisfying enough to leave your body, but then once she's gone, what's to stop Kelly from doing whatever she wants? And if Ace doesn't care. So we could kind of process it, not to like lead it, but there could be that process. so that it's potentially satisfied for all involved.
Thing is, I feel like Kaylee's is a bit deeper. She'd want her to find closure, like find like a sense of peace.
So what would happen this though? So what kind of want to move from here?
Kelly is totally willing to lie to Kaylee.
Cool.
She does have that ability where she stacks stuff. So
Yeah. She like reads the room, reads entities, like, I can do. Cool. So I don't know if you want to play it out, Ace, but like kind of what is, because I guess as
Well,
because Nayland kind of gave her to Kaylee.
yeah. Then I guess Kaylee would just I guess Kaylee would be okay with her dying because she's done a lot of damage.
They can be together in the afterlife.
I guess that, yeah.
But it's the how she dies. Is that it?
I guess Kaylee would probably want to be the one to do it. Kaylee holds like if I can, that's I don't want to
So
do it.
Aiden's asking Jackie, I think.
I think had what happened earlier to the professor not happened, she would be very willing to let that happen. But you have to remember that Opal is also the one who was willing to let Kelly die earlier. Kelly this whole time has wanted Opal dead. So however you want to play it out, but I think Kelly's going to do something extreme, if not to Opal, to someone else. Not a party member, but
Right.
so there could be a cost down the line.
Yeah. I think what we do this, why don't we just say what we think that Kaylee's going to do, and then from Aiden, and then Jackie, you just, because I think Aiden's fine with this. Correct me if I'm wrong, Aiden. But then you just interrupt when you want,
Go ahead, yeah.
and we'll just play it.
Okay, then Kaylee leans down to Opal's dying body and just begins like caressing her head a little bit as she begins to freeze Opal. While whispering, just being like, I know it was hard, but I hope in the end here, at least you found some comfort in what you've done. And while we don't agree with it, if you can find that what this was the right thing for you, then we're happy. As Opal just like begins to freeze.
Kelly is going to wait until Opal looks happy.
Okay. So I guess she kind of goes, "Oh, good to be with you." Kind of gets a slight smile on her face.
Yeah, and I think as soon as she starts that sentence, I'll get to be with. There is a fireball that shoots and shatters this ice. And I am totally willing to roll to see if I even hit.
I think this works.
In the background, Naylin has sort of turned her back on what's happening. She's finished with that part of it, but she does see Peridot on the ground, and there was a time at the very beginning of this where Naylin had a conversation with Kelly about how happy they were to be here at this school because Peridot would finally get to experience what a fun childhood was like. And instead, here Peridot is on the edge of the apocalypse, unconscious on the floor of this roof. And I think Naylin just picks little Peridot up and holds her. And then there's this huge explosion behind them from Kelly's fireball.
As the explosion goes off, the ice gets like wiped away from Ace as most of the frostbite begins to clear.
I did roll just for the hell of it, and it was a crit success.
Nice.
That's sick and twisted.
My
That's crazy.
God. My God. The dice said, this is happening.
3 crits in a row. The dice said Opal dies.
But yeah, as this as Kaylee leaves Ace and like the spirit fades, a lot of the his arms don't go back to like normal. They're kind of more, it's like a grayish color, and you can like almost see through the skin to the veins, as like he like they almost look like just dead skins and cells at this point.
Right. How many D4s do we got to do there?
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to roll. I have 5 left, so I have to roll 7.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So what it is, it's 7 D4s, and a 1 or a 2 immediately loses an HP. Because that's how it was. Because remember, I didn't want it just to make it straight. Like,
Yeah.
it was this.
That's what. Yeah, I looked back at the session 2 sessions ago when we were like starting up. All right, 74. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 D4. 4 that I would then take the damage of. That's 2 over my max health.
Okay, death move.
All right. I guess I'll also just try to survive. Sorry, I don't know why it's now not letting me roll at all. Okay, there we go. I just had to refresh. All right, I got 1 over. I got 9, and then 9 on the hope die, 8 on the fear.
Okay.
And the scar.
Well, no, you don't roll the 2 dice for the scar.
Oh, you're right. That's the wrong one. I rolled.
But I mean, if you got a 9 on the hope, you're good anyway. But
Okay.
it's hope die. You have to beat your level.
Yeah, my bad. The way the situation gets worse, though.
Yeah.
Oh. This is bad because everything that just happened, was brutal. But like, Kaylee did just see Opal get exploded in front of her, and I'm not containing her anymore. So I guess she's now her own entity for a bit.
Yeah, I think all right, so I have a combat thing with this. That can happen immediately. Because I think taking the way off of this is an unsettled spirit, I think is a really cool way to take it. That has witnessed this because it fits very narratively to what we already did. Or I would think the kind of gas from this, the party might pass out and thus be unable to give an explanation. Of when people find this. So they lose control over the narrative.
Either sound good to me. If anyone has a preference.
It's your choice.
Yeah, well, I think either one, he's not bearing a big consequence. Well, you all bear a big consequence because he's going unconscious. So either then you have some combat with, I think that's just Kelly and Nayland, or then everyone is put into this other position. So I think it's fair that he asks.
Yeah, because it would just be you two having to deal with this.
I'll tell you that I'm rearing for a fight because I just became a wolf, so I'd be fine with that. However, I think that losing the control of the narrative is very Blue Rose at the end of the day. The world sort of, having to make sense of itself. So I don't know if that was helpful to you, because really, I think either one is great. But I would be fine doing combat because I'm ready to fight.
I think I'm gonna go with the knocked out one because I like the idea that at least she because of the with the roles that happen and everything. I feel like she would have gotten closure at the end.
Okay, you got it. So with this, you see Ace's blood begin to crystallize and begin to melt from the fire that Kelly put, pushing this strange lack of oxygen gas over all of you. You breathe, your chest is tight as Kelly, Ace, and Nayland fall unconscious. Then goes dark. And we will take our break. All right. And we are back. So, the time that each of you come together or come to consciousness, you realize that you are no longer at 5 banners high, but are back within the homeland from which you were sent. Kelly being somewhat exception, who's been given quarters in Polaris through the exchange that had occurred. But thus in the land where plans to be made, discussions of to do now that the treasure that befell the school talks of what to do with the dungeon that had begun to explode out. All that noise is what filters into whatever room you find yourselves in. But they can take advantage of each of you. You can describe where you feel like you have awakened and then put forth what you think character would immediately begin to try to investigate. Everyone would like to take a go at it first.
Sorry, no, please go.
Wait, if you have a question, ask your question, Aiden.
I do have a clarification question though.
Yes.
Are we like possibly very, very far from each other?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure
Only
I got
other parts of the country, of the continent, I should say.
Okay, that's what I kind of the assumption I got. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
I think Naylan would find herself waking up and immediately would feel a familiar sway beneath her as she realizes she is in cabin quarters, not on land, but is on a boat of some kind. And looking around the room, she sees the familiar furnishings of some kind of official Armadan fleet type ship. I'll ask you, Matt, is this like, are we, and maybe it depends on the nation where the banner that we're in, but are we trapped? Like, am I comfortably in a bed or am I in a cell?
That's up to you.
Okay, great. Cool. Then no, I don't think Naylin is in a cell. But I also don't think she recognizes the ship apart from it being Armadan. So her first thought is make sure I'm alone in the room. The last time I woke up in a room, there was another me sitting in the corner, and that was scary. Make sure I'm alone in the room. And then figure out whose ship, what ship is this? Why am I on the ship? And I'm just surrounded by water. What happened to my friends?
I think you listen at the door and you hear we're going yes, Captain Donner. Let's see. Begin to move about their way. I think with that we can get to the. Oh, it's going to get just one question, Naylan's. Like to go next.
Jackie, did you ever come up with a surname for Kelly's family? Or did you have an idea of what their like surname
I
would be?
mentioned it in the game, but like not a real one, but like one that Goose had. I can't remember what it was,
Yeah.
but I did mention it.
Oh, whatever
If
that
only
would
we
be.
had Scribe Quill.
Whatever that would be. Would you be okay with it? Because my idea kind of pertains to yours in a mixture here, because Kelly was claimed for Polaris and whatnot, and there's the whole situation with her and her family. I would think that, and if I remember correctly, Kelly's family is like one of the very important, well-to-do families in Voldane, like up there. I would think that Peridot would wake up in it would be some really nice guest room in a manor. There'd be a maid there, offering to like help her with any need that she has, kind of thing. And her parents would be there, and there would be like a discussion about like Peridot's involvement in what had occurred, but also this involvement of like Kelly's, because she's been claimed by a different nation at this point, and like the discussion of like I feel like Peridot would have overheard a discussion in a hallway, like the door, like the maid would she would wake up, the maid would excuse herself to go like tell her parents you're awake, kind of thing, and fetch her, I don't know, something, or fetch them. And as like the door closed, Peridot would like go like assess her surroundings, and when she would get to the door, she would overhear a conversation between Kelly's parents, thinking nobody was there listening. that was my idea. If it's okay with you, Kelly, Jackie.
My thinking's a little away from all that. It's because I'll tell you what, I was just sitting here. My thinking is Kelly is not at Polaris only because with the way the story beats were going, like, I mean, she didn't really have any ties to Polaris anyway, but in order to, let's see, because I realize we don't have any control over the plot here, so I'm trying to kind of just vocalize what my thought is. Like, what my thought was was that she would have probably tried to marry out of Polaris and to like
Well, she hasn't been able to try to do anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but
we're just saying where she wakes up right now.
Okay, well, yeah, and I don't think she'd be in Polaris.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do, then, Peridot.
Okay. So I think Peridot wakes up in this manner, and the maid kind of explains to stay in bed, and that she's going to go and fetch my parents and that I should not leave, which obviously means I'm going to investigate.
Love it. So what do you want to investigate,
I think I would immediately check first, is the door locked? And then I would see, like, am I on a first story or a second story or a third story or a fourth story? How high up am I?
Nice. Oh yeah, I would say the door is definitely unlocked, I think. And then as you look out, you tell me, like, what do you see and what story do you think you'd be on?
I think I would be like in like I would be in the East Wing, where which I feel like would be statistically where they would put not like the well-favored guests. That's more the West Wing. I don't know, there's some kind of like etiquette about the East Wing. But like, so I would definitely not be on the first floor. And it does not have any kind of balcony at all. It's just like I would say like two windows that open up, that but it doesn't have a balcony, so it would be like straight fall. But I do think I would see a lot of guards, and like a very well armed, well patrolled route of them going through these the grounds, the edge of the gardens, like where I think like the far wall of like the manor is, kind of thing, or the inner walls of the manor. And
you see the arcane tipped spears, the crackling with energy.
It doesn't feel safe. There's a definite, this does not feel safe kind of air. And then I think I would go to the door and see, and like just listen for like footsteps, or like if there was any kind of like, what's going on? How long have I been out?
All right. Like listening, you do get it's at least been a week, if not more. You're not can't quite put it together. But it seems to be a very substantial amount of time. You can see that your clothes have been changed a few times by other people. And even the idea of like what you're wearing, where not quite talked about this, but at least illusion of having to have cleaned you from various things. Could like to go next?
Ace probably wakes up like in a hole, like not like a very deep hole, but with like a wooden cover over it. Not necessarily to trap him, but something just like when he opens up, it rings a bell, so whoever put him there knows he woke up.
Nice. I love it.
As he like climbs out, he notices one of his arms, the left one, where like that's kind of where I described most of where the spirit was, still hasn't regained its color back. And as he like lifts it up to like lifts the thing above him up, he can't feel out of that hand anymore or that arm. As he flips it over, he the bell goes off and he's in like a nice little farming town.
Nice.
As people begin to gather, like some look as like a few people come to,
One man comes in bearing soup. Oh, good. We're not gonna have to feed you any more. Like, I mean, we'll give you food. I mean, yeah.
Oh no, thank
Put your
God.
mouth open. Here you go, and puts like this big cheddar soup with bread, like hard crusted bread.
Oh my God, thank you. I haven't had bread in so long.
That's right. Oh, I took. Kind of looks at your arm, and like we had to put padding on there. It was cold to the touch. So, you're conscious again. We were worried.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was really worried. I was with other people.
Right. We had heard that. At least the school temporarily is in recess after all the hubbub. I'm not sure of all that you know, but there at least needed to be repairs or a plan. So everyone went back to their houses, their lands. It's good to have you again, Lord.
Yes.
Because I know it was always not comfortable, but your family officially bequeathed this to you. For now, they said for you to manage. I think it was a good way to keep some of the Inquisitors from coming by, you know?
I can do that. That's
at least for now. Pretty deep in the territory, but still, we need you to make sure your strength comes back.
I'm mostly fine, I think. Okay, I'm not. I'm probably gonna die like if I move at all, but
Yeah, your bones crack. Ah!
we'll figure it out in like a month again. I don't know.
I love it. In Jaggy, you ready to share for Kelly?
Kelly wakes up in a kind of like a mattress with a sheet and a log, and hears scribbling noises as she kind of gets up, and I kind of picture that she's awakening in a library somewhere, and Carolus is here maybe, and Carolus is like probably been taking care of her, maybe, I don't know. As she's kind of probably reading through books. She's got like lots of books open on the table as she's just kind of scribbling through them. And I think Kelly will just kind of get up and make her way over there and sit down to try and see what she's working on.
Good. See, Carol, she immediately tries to bite you.
Careless, I'm not going to hurt you.
You see what she's working. Looks like she's drawing patterns of roots.
Can I watch? I'm not going to touch them.
She kind of scoots a little bit away from you. Kind of looks like she thinks it's a safe enough distance, and begins to draw more.
Okay. Do you want something to eat?
And so much response, she just keeps drawing.
Okay. Maybe I'll just sit here with you. I think I'll just grab a book off the shelf, not one she's using, and just kind of try to help, even though she doesn't want me to.
Very good. So where do you feel like Kelly is?
I think she's probably in some town somewhere, and maybe Careless helped get her out, and because neither one of them really had a place to go. And I don't really know what Careless's condition is, obviously. She seems to be getting a bit feral. And so I'm just kind of keeping an eye on her. And this, I assume we're just in either some bookshop or a library of some kind and looking up stuff.
Very good. You can hear then a bell rings as someone comes in. Careless runs, and as she kind of gets close to the door, she kind of stops, kind of creaks her neck. She has this hunch that suddenly straightens out. She kind of almost looks like she's about to vomit for a second, and then breathes. Coming! You right there, dear? And touches the artifact ring y'all gave to her and makes her look like a grown woman. Walks to take care of it.
In that case, while she's gone, I'm going to look at her stuff. What's she working on?
Yeah. It's just like pages and pages of roots.
Okay.
And I think back on the ship, you see now Captain Donner Nayland talking outside your door. When everything all right? Everything been good? Good. She's been no change yet, sir. But she hasn't got any worse. Good. Can't let another one. Can't go on my watch. No. Especially her. Of course, sir. What you'd like to do, Nayland?
I think Naylan is kind of peering maybe through a small window on the door, sees them talking, and tries for the handle, which turns, but there's resistance when she tries to open the door. She can hear metal clanking, like perhaps there is some large, not part of the door because the locking mechanism is unlocked, but something improvised has been fashioned over the door to keep her inside. And she briefly wonders, maybe did I wolf out when I didn't know? It seems like they're afraid of her, despite being, she can hear that they're worried about her, but something has made them cautious. So she rattles the door and gives it a knock to try and alert these people outside that she's awake and here and wants to come out. She'll yell a, "Hey!" banging on the door.
Very good. As open it. Right. And they kind of cautiously open. At first, kind of sticking the little mirror in to look. All flesh, sir. Excellent. Come on, then. Right. Open up. You're awake. So good to hear. You always push on through.
Tell me everything.
Right. Well. You see. You and your friends were found, all around murdered professor, Opal. At the same time, evidence was pretty clear. She was trying to kill everybody in one way or the other. And it came upon those of us who liked all of you to find a way to help. I took you. Some others interceded for your friends. Our main priority is to get you out, because there's no way that I think if they know you were found there, it was going to go well for any of you.
But they're okay. My friends, they're okay.
They were alive when I locked them. I'm rather sure that Polaris has been keeping Peridot fairly safe. That name has, I've been told, is for upper security levels only. Now, Ace, last I heard, and I have been trying to keep his best ear I can for you. He was put way inland, some community. Kind of a pain to get to. I think also for any type of central authority was their idea. And then, your one friend, it kind of describes the form of that you would give Careless. They wouldn't let anyone get nearer Kelly, and they ran away with her. And frankly, we all looked at each other and thought that might be for the best. Any house that took her, I don't know how well they could have done by her. That being said, before they left, I was able to snag this. You can see it's like a piece of cloth off of a garment. I know certain magic can track down the other part of something. Or given some of your changes, maybe it can give you a scent.
She takes it.
The best I try to do my best. But right
Nailing
now you're on. Sorry, you can go ahead.
Well, she just, I think, looks at this scrap of cloth and tangibly, this is the only thing she has of her friends. And I think she just hugs Coach Donner, Captain Donner.
Good. And we will end there for tonight.